Hey traders, just wanted to do an update on Bitcoin and Dogecoin, the trade that I did last night on Dogecoin. Someone asked me the other day, where is support on Bitcoin? And I just want to go through that and show you a more accurate answer on where Bitcoin is today. I don't know what is going on with my mouse. So if we have a look over here, I'll just grab this box, and what I'm after is, so we've seen a massive advance. This is beautiful. It's gone up and then it's pulled back, and there's some institutional selling here, as we can see, but it's just basically pulling back to the 50, as we can see that too. Then we've come back here and then we've closed on the 50. This candle here is very important. The red candle that closed on the 50 is very important. Actually, we'll grab that and we're just going to mark that up and take that across, that red candle. And what I've done here is, you can see that body size of that candle. Now, all I've done is basically highlight the body size of that candle. What we're going to watch is, as it goes up and it's pulling down, the last red candle before the major advance is the one that we're targeting, or smart money is going to be targeting. So here we are, we've got that, and now we're taking off. Now, things are looking pretty good. Now, let's just draw this again. I don't know if this is going to work here on this one here. I don't know. We'll do it on the body range. So you can either do it on the body range or the candle range. So when we go up and we pull back on a shorter term time frame, we find that previous resistance like this becomes new support, like on that candle there. Hang on 2 seconds. Let's get rid of that. So like this resistance here becomes new support here, and then what we can see is that this red candle that we're talking about up here, if we have a look, so this can either work on the range of the candle or the body of the candle. The main thing is, the target for big money is this last candle, the last red candle that started the uptrend. This is our target. So when we pull back, have a look at this as being, the previous high being your first target, and then the last red before the major rally being your second target. And except on major moves, if it's a major move, it's going to be the second target. So the last red before the major advance. So as we can see here, it's gone up like that, and then bang. So as we're collapsing here, we can see that these candles here, like, this isn't all mums and dads selling. This is what big money want to do, is they want to start a massive furious selling campaign, and then it goes all the way down to here. And then I'll just extend that to the body of that red candle so that it's kind of included, so you can see there. So that red candle there is not just the body, it's the wicks of it as well. It's included the range. So we can see all the way along here that there was a lot of orders by big money and big institutions around this one level. And that is the level that they're targeting. And if we have a look at this candle here, we can see it there again. Let's go across a little bit further. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to show you that we're getting a great advance here, but this kind of rolls over. This to me doesn't look like a massive climactic sort of buying frenzy that we would usually see in the crypto market. This is very, it's quite tame, and like it just kind of rolls over. And I'm actually, the next target is 84,000, then 130,000 US. So it'll be interesting to see where we're going to go. How far we're going to go down before we start heading up. But one thing that we're looking at here is that we are making low, high, high, low, high, high in the longer term and in the midterm as well. So here we are, we've gone down, up, like that, and down. What we want to do is not break and start closing below this low here. But okay, so we know what our targets were back here. Let's have a look on this rally here to see what the targets were on that one. I've got to keep this 10 minutes or less because, 15 minutes or less. I'm already 4 minutes in. So I'm going to draw a line from that low there. That is the last red before the major advance started. Now I'm going to draw the same again over here, the last red before the major advance started. Oh, hang on a minute, look at that. Hang on, but as you can see here, I've done it on the body of the last red candle of the decline, the last red before the major advance. So, and you can see that the target wasn't reached. So I'm going to extend that and include the wicks of that red candle as well as the body. And as you can see, it was reached. So what big money wants to do is they want to go all the way up here, all the way down here, and then bang, smash into that zone there. You know, that's basically the target. If they do happen to close below here, my next target that I'm looking at is around about 29, 30,000. And then the next one below here is 20,000. The one before that is 13,000. If we're looking at the upside, 84,000 is the next target to the upside, and 130,000 is the next minimum target after that, and 450 after that, and then 1.4. Okay, so here we go, and we're looking at this, and we can kind of see like a general grasp of around about where support is going to be if we end up coming down to these ranges. And we can see that this is all orchestrated. You know, like this here, if everyone started selling here, like you know, they started a massive, you know, selling thing happening here with, you know, and getting everyone included. But who was buying down here? You know, like this is big money. This is banks and institutions, and they all started putting their orders in at this last red candle, which is right there. And you know, and they made some great money there. Okay, now there's Bitcoin explained in 6 minutes. Let's go to Doge. So this trade that I took on Doge, I just wanted to explain what happened on Doge and where we're at, because this is very important for you to understand. So when you see accumulation and volume and stuff like that, and how we're reading the candles, like, you know, the way we're doing it, you know, like in the base and, you know, the accumulation stuff is correct, and it works. And it's a simple way to understand it. This here, what I want to explain now, is the map of the bankers. This is what the bankers plan and do, and they do their best to rid us of our money and take it away from us at a cheap price. They want liquidity. They want more shares. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's what they're after. So, and they don't want to pay top price for it up here. So what they're doing is they're trading it all the way up. They're coming down, up, and then down. Have a look at that red candle there. Have a look where the big money started buying here. This here is big money buying into this candle right here. Even though it's come down, there's big money buying again in that same buying area of that first candle, or the last red candle before the advance started. And anyway, so we're going up here. This is, you know, so we've got pretty good supply here. So the big banks and stuff have managed to accumulate a lot of shares down here, and we've got a suspect rally over here, and then we've had, this is what they call a selling climax. Like this is bang all the way down. And actually, if we have a look at, you know, I probably shouldn't be swapping between charts like this, but if we have a look at Bitcoin like that one that I got caught on there, like let's have the line across there, just to the right. This here would have been the buying climax that we're talking about, even though we can get massive volume that backed it up. But this would have been what I just described then on the lower side. This would have been the buying climax, and the other one's the selling climax. So we'll go back to Doge, and I'll just explain that a little bit further. And okay, so here we are, we've come down, up, and then down, selling climax. And so here we are, we've undercut this low here. This is great for the big banks and the, you know, the institutions and stuff, because anyone that had a stop loss here, you know, all the people that said, man, I'm going to be holding Dogecoin for the next 10 years. I don't really care. I got my stops below, you know, below the low anyway. There's no way it's going to come down to there. Anyway, big money have seen that there's a lot of orders here. So they come down, selling climax, bang, they've hit it. So all of a sudden they've created liquidity. They've just got rid of everyone's stop losses and picked up shares cheaply. And then bang, we've got an attempted rally. Bang, all the way out there, things are looking good. Hang on, we could be coming back for those people that stayed in. Now all of a sudden, so this is where it gets quite painful, and you know, like the bank's got a lot of money and a lot of time. So after they've done this kind of whipsawing sort of stuff, you know, which we don't want to be a part of, you know, also from along here, like in all this sort of choppy trading here, we don't want to be part of any of it, because this is all orchestrated. This is big money, big banks trying to get rid of, you know, like us to get rid of our shares. So it's gone up here and then pull back. So every single day you wake up and you go, oh man, you know, like Doge has just had an absolute caning. You know, I don't know if, you know, like it's going to come back. It just keeps on going down, down, down. This is all part of the plan. And what they want to do, so they know that there's stops there, they've taken them out. They know that there's stops here, so now we're going to go and take these out. But we're going to do it in a very slow, painful way. And so anyway, they bring it down, down, down. It's like, you know, selling. Yeah, got to keep in mind here as well, is that Doge and Shiba were the first ones to take off. And now all the others are taken off, while these ones here are doing this, you know, behaving like this. So, you know, a lot of people are thinking now, do I sell Doge at such a cheap price and take a loss and go and move over to the other ones? Or no, I'm just going to stay here. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll put my stop losses just below here, and if it takes me out there, then I'm done. Anyway, that's exactly what they've done. Big money have traded it all the way down to here. And then, so we've got the second attempt and we've got an engulfing off there. But, like here, there's no real buying reason for this here. Actually, to be honest, you kind of, it's taken out the lows and it's picked up, and we've got awesome volume, and you can kind of see what's happened after that. I mean, even if you were to get in here, which it's 19 cents up to 35 cents, so it's pretty good. Like it's close to 100%. But anyway, so it's gone up. Now, if you were to be buying here, you'd be buying and you'd be looking at each candle. Each day you wake up, you look at it and go, oh man, I don't know if I want to be part of this. I don't know what it's going to get. We're still under the major moving averages, and we're still in a very, very weak kind of a trend. So anyway, those that don't like it, they get out. Then we've got a big bang like that, and this looks like a buy for us. And to be honest, it probably kind of is a buy, really. It's we're getting a best friend Marabuzu, all that sort of stuff. Things are looking good. It's good. So even if you did want to buy that, there is profit in it. But I'm not really. I want the long run. I'm after the big run, and this here, it can give it to you, but it doesn't work as often as what it probably should. This first attempt usually only lasts, only works about, say 4 times out of 10 or something like that. So anyway, but it's gone up. Now another thing to look at as well is that if I'm drawing a line across these lows on the left hand side, and then all of a sudden we can see that there's been a huge amount of buying in this candle here. It's broken. Actually, I'm just going to get a line and draw it across there. And I'll just, actually, I've just kind of... So we can see there's kind of like a support around about this kind of line here. There's a little bit of support there, a little bit of resistance sort of thing. And bang, we're broken through. Things are looking good. Hey, we're making higher highs, all that sort of stuff. We're broken here. This kind of looks like pretty high to me. Like it's if that's not a 20%, oh, it's not really a 20% candle, that kind of is. But like this is just broken resistance, and it's okay. But personally, I wouldn't be buying this as a second entry. That to me, because we don't know what's coming left. Oh, sorry, on the right. So this to me is not an entry. I'm not interested in it. I've only got 3 minutes, so I better explain this quickly. So anyway, they get everyone's buy in there, and then they start, and then so all the retail traders, bang, they've broken resistance. And they've broken through, and they're in the trade again now. So bought here. Some of them are smart enough to buy twice. They would have been buying here, but buying the wrong position. Anyway, it's kind of come down, and then bang, here we go. We've got another major sell-off because whoever bought here has got a stop losses below there, and below there. And big money knows this. So this candle here is designed to take these shares away from these people that had all their stop losses below there. So anyway, they kind of come down. It comes up, and then this is that same kind of period where they just want to, extend it and make it like very painful. Every day you wake up, it's, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then we keep on coming down. Then it's gone up, and then it's gone sideways, and then bang, we've got another one. Oh, things are looking pretty good here. But it's still, look at that. It closed exactly at that previous resistance. Anyway, and that didn't work there. And it failed trying to get through there as well. Now coming down here, this is the last part of the cycle that we're looking at, that the bankers take to rid us of our money so that they can get our shares cheap, and lots of them before the advance starts. Okay, let's have a look. So anyway, it trades lower, and we've got each day we come back and we're going, oh man, don't like it. Things are looking, like this is getting quite difficult because it's going down. Now, bang, all these stop losses that were back here, for the last of them, they've all been taken out, and the banks have now got a bunch of shares, a huge amount of shares at cheap prices, and they own most of them. So they can control this rally. Now, they have about 70% of this market share. We only trade about 30%. So they can that's why we follow what they do. But this here is taking out all the stops, which means that now there's only strength in the market. There's no weak hands holding many shares here. And they figure that, okay, well, the people that haven't even got stop losses in there that say, okay, I'm going to hold this for the next 10 years, I don't care, they can kind of come along for the ride. And then, so anyway, all the way down here, and then all of a sudden, bang. Now, I saw this last night at, so this advance here, so we had a low, a higher low, and a higher high, and it was up 20% last night. I just saw, this thing happen. I thought, wow, bang, look at that. I was just at the market at that time, and I saw it, and I thought, hey, this is exactly the pattern that they play, and I can see it, and I'm in. So I bought this position last night. We've got the biggest volume, low, high, the spring low, a very wealthy trader told me about 20 years ago, actually about 18 years ago, that when this spring is like, um, he said, a big fat kid holding a ball underwater, and then all of a sudden when you let the ball go, it goes like that and just takes off. This is the last spring that happens before that takeoff. So what we want to do is see that the big major money managers have taken out all the stop losses below, and now we're ready to go off, and we want to see something like this straight after it. Massive volume, big engulfing pattern after the ball's been let go. And whether this works or not, I don't know. But I got 1% in this trade at that price there where I showed that I got in. Now, why did I get in here? Because this chart's set up. But why did I look at this? Because I saw this happen, and I saw the 20% increase on coin market cap or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I saw this bang, huge, like all of a sudden, oh, okay, I think it was on my watch list, and I saw that one of them was up 20% in a very quick period of time. And I went down to the 3-minute or 5-minute chart, and it happened in less than 5 minutes. So this was a very orchestrated kind of a thing to happen. But so I bought it straight away, and then I went out the back and I had a chat with the boys. My son and a few of his mates were over, and my son was saying, "Hey, Dad, check this out. Elon Musk just tweeted, let's take Doge to the moon again." Funny enough, that I had already bought this before. As soon as I'd finished buying it, I went out to talk to my son, and he told me that Elon Musk had mentioned this about Doge. I'd gotten in even without the news telling me, or without any rumors or anything like that telling me, except for the charts. So just looking at the charts, that was enough to tell me that I should be in this trade. Now, what am I expecting from this trade? I'm expecting it to pull back here. It could go down and stop me out. I don't know. But, like this to me, I'm happy with the trade. I'm happy with the entry. Now, remember, this is a trade. This isn't an investment. An investment is something we hold on for the longer term and all that sort of stuff, and we're, more cautious and all that sort of stuff. This has an element of more risk, but this is getting in early before, we have a big advance. And anyway, I just wanted to, I'm 17 minutes in. That's enough for me, because otherwise I'm going to be making my third video now that won't be able to go up on YouTube because it's too long. Anyway, if you have any questions, or if you're back testing, please keep an eye out for this and watch out for it, because now that the market's in a declining phase, we are going to see more of these patterns appear. Some of them are going to be shorter, some are going to be longer, some are going to be higher and wider and all that sort of stuff. But just have a look at what this is saying, and then have a look at how the others are coming into this, and then read the map of what the big money is doing, trying to rid us of our money before a major takeoff. Anyway, I hope this helps. If you backtest and you find this, please take a picture of a screenshot and email it to me or something like that. I'd like to have a chat and and go over it. But anyway, if you want to find out more about this or have a chat about it, let me know, and I'm happy to talk about it. Anyway, take care. Talk to you soon.